Today is May 18th, the Monday of EMS Week 2020. My name is Christopher Greb. I'm the Operations Manager of the Macungie Ambulance Corps. Each year, 1 week in May is set aside and celebrated within our profession known as EMS Week. It's not known by many outside of emergency services, but it is an important week to us. It's a week to thank EMS providers for what we do and a week to remind the community of emergency medical services. For all of my career, this week has marked with free food, messages of thanks, small gifts, and even a few baseball games. Unfortunately, none of that will be happening this year. To be honest, I don't really miss it. What I've seen in the past 2 months has made up for it. As everybody knows, we are in the midst of a pandemic, the likes we have never seen. During this time, the outpouring of support from the community has been amazing. From meals for the crews, monetary donations, donations of hand sanitizers and other supplies, notes from community groups, and even a note on one of our ambulances when the crews were in the grocery store. It is clear the community supports our organization and our members. What I'm most amazed at, though, what I stand most in awe of, is our members, both paid and volunteer. They come here every day to serve the community facing a risk they have never faced before. Every EMT or paramedic program has a chapter on infectious diseases. Everybody knows the risks we take. Nobody expected this. Today I speak on behalf of me personally, the leadership of our organization, the elected and appointed officials of the municipalities we serve, and the community as a whole. To our members, to the ones that respond 24/7, 365 days a year, to over 4,000 calls for service, we thank you. I hold in my hand several very similar proclamations that were made by the leaders of the municipalities we serve. Their support through all of this has been outstanding. I will read an excerpt from one of them. To designate the week of May 17th to 23rd, 2020 as Emergency Medical Services Week, whereas emergency medical services is a vital public service, whereas the members of emergency medical service teams are ready to provide life-saving care to those in need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whereas access to quality emergency care dramatically improves the survival and recovery rate of those who experience sudden illness and injuries, whereas the members of emergency medical services teams, whether career or volunteer, engage in thousands of hours of specialized training and continuing education to enhance their life-saving skills, whereas emergency medical services providers put themselves at significant risk of illness or injury on a daily basis, now exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic, whereas it is appropriate to recognize the value and the accomplishments of emergency medical services providers by designating Emergency Medical Services Week. Therefore, the municipality recognizes May 17th through 23rd, 2020, Emergency Medical Services Week. We encourage the community to observe this week with appropriate programs, ceremonies, and activities. So in closing, again, on behalf of myself, the leadership of our organization, the appointed and elected officials, and the community, to our members, we thank you.